Hi everyone, welcome to Moments of Restoration. This is your girl Anya J, and I just want to bring you greetings from Indonesia, beautiful city of Bali. I have been traveling for almost 2 weeks, enjoying myself, resting, and just getting a mental break. I flew in first to Singapore and then to Malaysia, and I'm in Indonesia right now in Bali. We'll be coming home through Abu Dhabi, spending a few days in the United Arab Emirates, and then I will be home. But guess what? There is no place like home. I'm an American girl. I love home. However, today I will not be sharing a Bible story. And I wanted to do this while I was here just because I just wanted you all to see the scenario. It's very natural. And don't laugh, this reminds me of my village. Tupa, somewhere in the Benue state. I mean, it's so natural. Everything is organic. The weather, the rain, the food, the people. I mean, it just took me back to my village that I have been probably 20 times in all of my life. And I'm sorry, they are pulling down some trees, so it's a bit loud, and I don't have my microphones and all the good stuff that makes a good video. So I'm just gonna pause for a minute and then I'll continue. I don't want the good things to be swallowed up in that noise. So what really hit my heart when I came to Bali, if you're a spiritual person, whenever you travel, when you go to a new place, you can literally sense the spiritual atmosphere. And okay, and so when I came into Bali, what I noticed was that the people were very friendly, all of the good stuff that you could think about. I'm not a lifestyle blogger, and so I can't really tell you all of that stuff. I just came to enjoy myself. However, what I noticed was a lot of idols, the depravity in the spirit, idol worshiping everywhere you go. They just have gods everywhere, and mini gods and demigods, and my heart broke for the people. Someone might say, why don't you just enjoy yourself and leave? I can do that also. But just because I know what it is for you not to retain God in your heart and what that can do to you as a people. When I came into the nation, what I just picked up was just the depravity and, the emptiness and the seeking and the longing for truth and understanding. And so while we were driving, I noticed that every single part of the city, everyone's home had an idol. Some of them were 2 feet tall, some were a whole 9 foot tall, some were like mini gods, and they had this tray where they put out and they put fruits and vegetables and they put money and they have incense. It's everywhere, in their cabs, in their taxis, and on the little moped machines that people are driving all over the place. They had these gods everywhere. And then the funny part, they had tourists and people from all over the world coming and going to their temples, and they're burning incense and getting initiated. And I'm like, oh my God, I told my daughter, do these people not understand that this is not even normal? These are spiritual things that they are doing, that even foreigners are just having fun and just going into these temples and burning and bowing down to these idols, dead gods. That's what I call them. But when I went back home to my hotel room, I cried a little bit. And I said, God, these people need you. They need truth. They need Jesus. And they wake up every day and every morning and they are crying out to these dead gods. And they are calling out to the God that cannot see, that cannot hear, they cannot talk. But they believe in these things that is actually bringing them good fortune. I remember when my daughter and I, we were in the marketplace trying to get a few things, to bring home with us. And I remember a lady talking on me and she said, please, buy from me, and so that I can get good luck, good fortune. And I just, my heart went out and I said, wow, see what God has done. He created us in his image and in his likeness. He does not want anyone's soul to be destroyed. And yet there are people thousands and thousands and thousands of miles away, that look like we look, that eat almost the same type of food and have no understanding or have no realization that there is a true God. And so my heart went out to them. And I pray for all those who God has called, evangelists all over the world, that all want to go to Africa and all want to go to Nigeria and spread the good news. There is a world out here looking for you, not just for clout, not just going to where you get the crowd. Let God talk to you and speak to your heart so you can come into a lost world like Indonesia, in Bali, where the people need Jesus, where people need God for real, and God will back you up if it's where God has called you to be. And so this is going to be a short video. Getting ready to get on a flight, getting ready to leave, and I just wanted to do this video here. So I'm getting emotional a little bit, that the Spirit of God will hit this nation, that the portals will be open spiritually, the doors will open to evangelize, to tell people about truth and Jesus and salvation. And I know what the Bible says, that before the end comes, that the message of Christ will be spread all over the world and people will hear about Christ. And if I wanted to, I would take pictures, but I don't want that image in my phone. Idols everywhere. And I'm like, man, if only people, and these people here, we know the truth about the gospel of Christ. But I know that Indonesia and Bali will be saved for Jesus. I love you guys, and I'll see you all soon. And I'll be home soon. Bye. Say a prayer for Indonesia. Say a prayer for Bali, that the light of God, the revelation of Christ will come to this nation. And for those who are already doing their work, I pray that God will continue to strengthen you and open the doors, that the light of Christ will hit this nation. I love you guys. Bye.